Hello everyone. Today we are here for a very important reason to talk about pollution and how we can work together to stop it. Pollution means making our natural surroundings dirty and harmful. It affects the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the land we live on. It's not only harm nature, but also put the health of people, animals, and plants in danger. There are different types of pollutions. Air pollution from cars and factories, water pollution for waste dumps into rivers and oceans, and land pollution from garbage and plastics, and even noise pollution for loud machines and trucks. Each type causes damage to our environment and affects the quality of our life. Most pollutions are caused by human actions, burning fuel, throwing waste carelessly, and using too many plastic items. But if humans are the cause, we can also be the solutions. That's why we are here today, not just to learn about pollutions, but to find ways to stop it. Simple actions like planting trees, recycling, and saving electricity can help make a big difference. To this activity, let's promise to care more about our planet and take small but powerful steps to protect it. Together, we can stop pollution and create a cleaner, healthier world for ourselves and future generations.
I like to talk about something that affects all of us: pollution. Pollution means making the environment dirty or harmful by adding any water substance. It can harm not only nature but also our health. There are different types of pollution, and each one affects our world in a different way. Types of pollution: air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, noise pollution. Air pollution. This happens when harmful gases, smoke, or dust get into the air. It mainly comes from car vehicles and vanities like plastic. Breathing polluted can cause heart problems like asthma or lung disease. Water pollution. This is when dirty or toxic things are thrown into rivers, lakes, or oceans. It often comes from vegetables, oil spills, or garbage. Polluted water can cause harm fish and make drinking water unsafe for people. Land pollution. This happens when trash, chemicals, or waste materials are dumped on the ground. Plastic waste, food waste, and industrial waste are common cases. Land pollution can damage soil and affect plant growth. Noise pollution. This means too much loud sound, usually from towers, construction, or loudspeakers. Noise pollution can cause stress, hearing problems, and distress animals.
Water pollution happens when harmful substances like chemical waste, plastic get into the river, sea, lake, and underground water, making it unsafe for humans, animals, and plants. One of the main causes is industrial waste, where factories release toxic materials such as heavy metal, oils, and dangerous chemicals directly into the river without proper treatment. Agriculture also plays a big role when farmers use fertilizer and pesticide on their corn. Railways this material into nearby streams and rivers, causing nutrient pollution and harming wildlife. Another major reason is sewage and wastewater. In many places, untreated or poorly treated sewage from households and city flow into river and ocean, carrying harmful bacteria and chemicals. Plastic waste is also a huge problem because people often throw garbage and carelessly, and much of it ends in the water, breaking into microplastic that harm marine life. Oil spill from ships and drilling accidents can cause the surface of the water, blocking sunlight and suffocating marine animals. Even deforestation contributes to water pollution because when trees are cut down, soil erosion increases and muddy water fall with dark and chemical flow into rivers. Additionally, air pollution affects water as well because gases like sulfur oxide may rain from to acid rain, which lower the pH or and stream and hence living things. Altogether, the human activity and environmental factors combine to make water pollution a serious global problem that threatens health, ecosystem, and the future of clean water.
Air pollution happens when harmful smoke, gas, dust, and chemical enter the air, making it unsafe for humans, animals, and nature. Many fossil fuels industries, power plants, and vehicles release carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide. Vehicle emissions from cars, buses, and motorcycles release carbon monoxide, hydrocarbon, fine particles. Industrial activity like mining and construction produce dust and chemical pollutants. Banning waste and ban farming release smoke and methane. Deforestation release the number of trees that absorb carbon dioxide. Other cases include wildfire, volcanoes, and dust storm. Let's come on than human cases. Cases global warming and acid rain lead the health problems like asthma, lung and heart issue.
Hi everyone. I like to talk about how pollution affects our health, especially air and water pollution. Pollution can have a severe impact on our body. For example, when the air is full of smoke, dust, or chemicals, it becomes harder to breathe. This is especially dangerous for people with asthma or lung conditions. Even healthy people can start to experience caution, chest pain, or fatigue. A good example is big cities like Los Angeles or Beijing, where asthma makes it hard to see the sky on some days. Imagine living there and having to wear a mask every time you go outside, not because of COVID, but just because the air is so dirty. Water pollution is another big issue. If river or lake are contaminated with waste or chemicals, people who drink the water can get sick. In some places, children suffer from stomach problems or even lung diseases just because they don't have clean drinking water. So overall, pollution isn't a problem for the planet. It's a direct threat to our health.
I continue by talk about how pollution, health, environment, and economy.
When firstly drying chemical into the river or when plastic waste and in the ocean, it harms animals and plants. For example, sea turtles often mistake plastic bad for jellyfish and eaten, which can kill them, but sometimes get stuck in plastic grain or fishing nets. Even forests can suffer when the soil is polluted. It becomes harder for trees and crops to grow. Now let's think about the economy. If pollution ruins a beach, fewer tourists will visit. That means hotels, restaurants, and local business lose money. Or if a farmer's land is polluted, their crops might further lose income. Cleanup costs are also very high. Cities spend millions of dollars trying to clean up polluted river or many trash. So pollution doesn't just damage nature, it costs people their job, their money, and their way of life.
Everyone. Now, for the last part, I want to talk about how pollution adds climate change and how to take with the beauty of nature. Many types of pollution, especially from cars, forestry, and burning fossil fuel, release greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. These gases trap in the atmosphere, which lead to global warming. As the planet heats up, we see more extreme weather like stronger hurricanes, wildfire, and flood. Just think about how many places around the world are now facing record temperature or unexpected storm. And beyond that, pollution simply ruins the way things look. Imagine hiking in a beautiful forest, but seeing trash everywhere, plastic bottles, wrappers, and cans, or walking by a river that smells very bad and looks dirty. It's not just unpleasant, it's depressing. We all enjoy clean air, fresh water, and beautiful landscapes. But pollution takes that away from us, from future generations. We need to maintain that.
Hello, welcome back to Great Talk. Thinking a lot lately, the environment is clean and right?
Yeah.
And And honestly, I feel like people think it's too big to fix.
Yeah, totally agree that. But do you think individual lives can actually make a difference?
I think we can, if we all take small steps, like the 3 R's:
Yeah.
reduce, reuse, and recycle. I have started using cloth bags and reusable bottle. It's not hack, but it's a start.
Yeah. But do you think things like using less plastic really help with this goal?
Well, yeah, I mean the plastic takes over 400 years to break down. So if even 100 people stop using plastic, that's 1,000 less in the ocean.
Yeah, that's well. I've also been trying to save electricity, like kind of light and amplify charges. Do you do that too?
Yeah, sure. That's I try to walk instead of drive, like in Copenhagen. So many people back to walk. I would love to see that.
Yeah. So, what are the big areas like school or neighborhood?
I think cleaner events are great. So even a small group cleaning up the park makes a difference. Have you ever joined when?
Now, I think like 3 years ago with my friends, it was felt like kind of like opening. Do you think schools should make that ripple thing?
Yeah, absolutely. And Eagle Clubs too. In India, some schools have green schools programs that are students. That's really empowering.
Yeah. So, what are the big areas like the government? So, how do you think their role should be like? Something like, how do you think about it?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think the government is need to get serious. Strict pollution laws, clean energy investment. It's their responsibility.
Yeah, of course. So, do you think the time pressure make them actually out?
Sometimes, if people care, the leaders have to listen.
Yeah.
That's why reason runners matter so much.
Okay. So, the next thing I love, we borrow the art from our students. So, let's take care of it and one step at a time.
So, thanks for tuning in. We would love to hear your thoughts. What about you? What's one step you're ready to take for the environment?